One woman's addiction to cosmetic surgery has been all over the paper. Sarah Burge has had £500,000 worth of work done to her body. We can see the results of all that work now. Please welcome the author and consultant of aesthetic medicine, Sarah Burge.
Hard to frown at all these comments you're making about natural beauty.
Just pull it down. Pull it down.
I used to be a right old minger, and I know what I'd prefer to look like.
So, you've had how much work done? Tell us how many operations you've had.
The value of my surgery exceeds about £500,000, hence the £500,000 girl. Because I started off at the age of 7, very young, having my ear pinned back. Why are you looking like that?
Just because you're talking, but carry on. Cost me a fortune.
At the age of 7, even back then, I was a vain little child. I then had cosmetic surgery at the age of 26. I had what I considered a double chin after seeing photographs of my second marriage. I thought, oh my God, that's got to be sucked out. So that went as well. And then my plastic surgery came about from a very different reason. And I was involved with basically a raving lunatic who beat the crap out of me one night and left me for dead and totally disfigured my face.
But once repaired, you've sort of kept going. You could have stuck it there, so like, I was hideously disfigured. I'm back to normal, whatever normal is now, by the grace of God and the genius of the NHS.
Nothing normal.
But the genius of the NHS doctors and so on. You know, why not leave it there? I mean, you've carried on. For your 51st birthday, you had a facelift, bottom implants, and liposuction and everything. Why keep going?
Because
why not
because
stop?
it's my trade. I take advantage of my trade. I'm a walking advert for the plastic surgery industry, and I counsel people. I also offer free advice and the best surgeons in the world. And if I didn't look any good, then I wouldn't be able to...
Let me ask you this. But is it counselling or is it actually selling, with respect? Do you ever say to somebody, you know, you look great, just leave it?
Yes, of course I do. It's not a case of not to. It's how one feels in themselves. And all amount of counselling or psychiatric help that people seem to think, or others seem to think that they might need, sort of like before undergoing the knife, once they get off that couch and they look at themselves in the mirror again, if they're not happy, the only way to change it is to address the problem.
You make a very valid point about a lot of things, but having your bum raised or parted or whatever it is, not parted, that's wrong.
Sorry?
Let's move on, shall we? But surely there can't be any justification. I mean, that is just vanity beyond... You know, that's
well, how can you say that? You haven't seen me naked. You didn't see me naked before, did you?
Well, that's what you think. No, them dressing rooms have got dodgy locks on it.
Why is it? I had 3 children, and after my 3rd child, my bottom went saggy. It headed south.
So it's kind of saggy.
It
just all moved up again.
It's what they call in the industry a sad bottom.
Right.
So I literally had the implants put in.
Just perked it up then?
To perk it up.
So what, your arse looks surprised?
So how much, what does that cost sort of per cheek? Or does the whole...
And have you got an order form for it?
I'm sad all over, it's not just my bottom. How much is that to get your bum done?
Well, it ranges. It depends where you go to have the surgery. I mean, if you go...
Ballpark?
Ballpark figure, 6-7 grand, roughly off the top of my head. Maybe more.
You don't want to get your ballpark done.
You don't want it off the top of your head, either. You don't want your bum lift, you'll be pooing out the back of your neck.
Never not having penal extensions, for goodness sake, you know.
It's ridiculous.
Well, it depends.
I had mine reduced. It's $5.99 if anyone wants it.
Can I just ask, before you went through that terrible ordeal, would you have had surgery before that?
Probably.
Because it was... Oh, you would have, OK.
I probably would have done, to be fair, because I just like to keep myself looking as good as possible for as long as possible, so...
And you are really beautiful.
Thank you.
You are lovely.
Thank you so much.
So what did you make of this news that 40,000 women in Britain alone are walking around with potentially dangerous industrial silicone in their in their bodies. How on earth has that happened?
Well, in fact, this was brought to my attention quite a few years ago through different surgeons that I was doing business with, and they were very dubious about using these PIP implants, in which they didn't use those because it just didn't have the same feel about them at all, because the real good silicone gel ones are the Nagar ones, the implants. So, and they hold a lifelong warranty. So I know it sounds really weird, but you actually don't have to.
But that's ought to be automatic with breast implants.
No, it's
not. Should go without saying.
No, it hasn't.
It can go off.
The
tits have gone off again.
They need breast implants years ago needed to be replaced probably within 7 to 10 years. Yeah. And obviously, when you go for a consultation, the average person wouldn't think of just sitting there and saying, "Oh, well, what breast implants do you use?" You wouldn't even think about that, would you?
Would you not?
No, you
You're
don't.
having a bag of silicone shoved in you.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I think, you know, whatever you want to do to yourself is absolutely fine. I've not got a problem with that. Did I read somewhere that you've offered £13,000 of vouchers to your 7-year-old daughter for cosmetic surgery?
Oh, my God, do you believe all the crap that you read?
Maybe it was 12,000, I don't know. But have you suggested cosmetic surgery to your daughter?
I'm in the cosmetic surgery industry. I'm an associate of several cosmetic surgery companies worldwide.
Have you offered...
Hang on a minute. I'm taking advantage...
No, I've heard your CV.
I'm taking advantage of my trade. This is...
On your daughter?
Sorry, what do you mean on my daughter?
On your 7-year-old daughter. Have you offered your daughter cosmetic surgery?
I give all my children
cosmetic surgery.
No, not cosmetic surgery. I give them vouchers. I give them vouchers.
For cosmetic surgery?
Yeah. No, it's a voucher. It's an investment bond. That's what it is. Okay. This is where the press has got everything.
Okay. So what would you say to them?
They can cash. Yeah. They can cash in the vouchers if they so wish, and they can use that money to go to university. That was the point. That's where the press have sensationalised this whole story.
So it wasn't so they could spend it on liposuction when they're...
No, if I was a dentist, would people be saying the same thing to me? I mean, no, they wouldn't.
OK, well, listen, thanks very much for coming in. Sarah Burge, everyone.